It's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Tucker's kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Jaguars. DK Metcalf, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, Johnson, nice grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. A gain there of 21 yards.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way. And able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He finds his target, Beckham. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Elliott. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ezekiel Elliott with career touchdown number 70. And the Chargers are once again back in front. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Wilson's throw taken in by Slayton. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the gun on third down, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 51 yards, 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will stay a 4-point game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Elliott running right. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Chargers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here. A long way to go. They go play action with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quez Watkins, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right? Absolutely. Whether it's with sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down. After the penalty, it's Elliott.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 36, Wilson. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Wilson.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Seibert's kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A first down carry by Elliott. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running.
Touchdown, LA! Quez Watkins with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Wilson on first down. This is the tight end fan. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Thanks to Frank Clark, that play was doomed from the start. What a job defensively. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Wilson. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tony Pollard, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Wilson.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Wilson. He's got Lewis.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, it's Pollard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw is Wilson. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now Wilson. That ball caught by Slayton. Touchdown! Darius Slayton from 21 yards away.
And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is...
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Chase Edmonds, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if... And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear that. things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a give to Edmonds. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
Started off exciting. This one had a high-scoring first half, and nobody let their foot off the gas in the second half either, Charles. And, for them, a really nice victory in a high-scoring output.
You're right about that, because so many times we'll see teams come out slow and take a while to get going, and points become a little bit harder to score near the end of games, as we know, because everyone tightens down. But no such issues in this game. The scoring started right away and held up at a steady clip the remainder of the game.
So, for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach might be a punch in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My 8-spoon goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They feel the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah.